Alright, so I was just checking up all my classes and stuff. We're all good. Let's go on with the Rite of Rebirth, which is the main tipping point of the series, I suppose. Apart from the time skip later.
The goddess's rite of rebirth is finally here. Let's move ahead.
Leave it to me. Professor, are you in as well?
We've narrowed down their objective. Kind of. So, let's show everyone that we can carry out our duties better than anyone.
We're counting on you, Professor.
You seem a mite too relaxed for my liking. The goddess's rite of rebirth is about to begin. While we are in the goddess tower, we are relying on you to secure the locations that are lacking in defense.
May I let you in on something, Professor? My brother can be a bit callous. He told me that he was concerned about you, and hinted that perhaps you would be better off patrolling a coffin.
That was said in jest, Flame, and in confidence. Please just remain by my side and do not cause any more trouble. As a professor, you would do well to remember that it is your duty to guide your students down the path of righteousness.
Please excuse us, everyone. We shall see you again after the ceremony has concluded.
It's time.
All right. Let's stick to the plan and go hide where we can watch over the entrance to the Holy Mausoleum. If anyone suspicious enters, we'll follow them in and take them down. Got it?
Where exactly can you hide? It's a one-way route. There's no places to hide. Not for like 7, 8 people. Whatever, this is a really simple, quick mission anyway. I got all my units. I'll just see who's gonna go where, really. We've got a couple of chests. But Ash has Thief, and one of the people has a key. Annette has a key. So Annette can go this way. I need one tank character. Right, you can go that way. Which means you can go there. Cool, let's go. Let us go.
It is as we suspected. The enemy is within.
Those Central Church dastards have spotted us. Buy me some time while I open the seal on the casket.
I'm on it.
The enemy is after the casket of Saint Seros. Do they intend to steal her bones? We must defeat those enemies before they open the casket. But look closely at the ground. There are contraptions of some sort in place.
Well done, Dimitri. Hello, Black Knight. How are you?
You'll have to look closely at the enemy's weapons and advance while attacking them from the best positions possible.
The Black Knight annoys me, right? You get the Dark Seal for beating him, or stealing it off him. The problem is there's only like 1 or 2 characters in the entire game who can even use a Dark Seal.
I'll go.
And that is Hubert
Here goes.
or Bro. Because the Dark Seal can only be used by male characters.
So,
And Hubert and Bro are like the only 2 male mages.
What should I do?
Sure. That was a lot of damage, I suppose, because armored characters are really
stay
weak
focused.
to magic attacks. And we're going for Brigand in this playthrough.
Power.
And I might... Well, I can't really go for Dark Mage in the next one because I'm going to be
I'm on it.
probably female Byleth in the next route. Would have been nice to make him into a dark mage at some point, but we don't really need it, so it's fine.
Thank you.
It's not physic that. Yep. Can we snipe that guy?
I'll give it my all.
Yes, we can. We'll send Ingrid with Sylvain. Cool, let's go.
Death Knight, prove your strength and scatter these fools.
I don't take commands or waste my time on weaklings.
That knight looks like he has experience. It would be foolish to challenge him recklessly.
I can just steal the seal off him. I don't think Bro has... Oh, he does. Bro has steel right now. I could technically just... Wasn't he? Lower speed stat. Bro's speed is 16. Oh, he's 1 speed off. Literally 1. Sloth the shield, why not?
Thank you.
Now we're more resistant to magic.
I'll
So where's Felix in? Net follows him. As long as I don't stand in that mook's way, he's not going to bother fighting me. And neither did you. Who seems to be the only true knight character? You know, for heavy knights. I can take a chest key. Then we'll run in Sylvain. Yep, that's fine. What else we got? Mercedes. No one else is taking damage. She's all good. Ow. Ow. I'll get her some vulneraries. And scoop. No one will cause any massive damage. We'll get a net some XP.
Nice form.
Yeah, so basically if I didn't make Bro into this class, he would have immediately been able to steal that dark seal. I mean, that's fine, it's not a big problem or anything.
I suppose I've improved.
You have. That you have, sir. Doesn't mean I particularly like your character even more right now.
Is this a joke?
Impressive.
You are one of the nice aid characters though. Like Hubert is to Edelgard.
My thanks.
I don't know how these missions keep getting easier. My characters aren't really any higher level than they usually are. No, that's really worth it. Thank you. I needed that. Always keep getting to use that.
Here goes.
There's no point to not rally.
Thanks.
If it gets friendship up, there's no point to not do it.
I'm on it.
Build in, max this guy. Get out of the game. It's fine.
I'll cut through.
We'll ignore the Black Knight. I don't think I can beat him in this game at this moment in time.
What should
Let's
I do?
check. He's not unkillable. A 28% chance of crit though. That wouldn't end well for me.
Here we go.
Yes, as long as I don't get really close to him, he's not going to do anything anyway. Ooh, restore. Hold on, Mercedes. Hold on.
Focused.
Can Bro beat him? I need to be the next round. I would be challenge him in to actually beat him.
The reinforcements haven't arrived.
Providing we're using blue, we will definitely meet the Black Knight again.
Not getting
Is this because I made everyone into an intermediate class?
This is.
I mean, I think I did that last time too, so it's not a, you know, it's not a big deal because they don't even have their reinforcements yet. It's not a big deal, I suppose. Bonk. You'll have to win next turn because Sylvain can punch that guy. And then Annette can do that chest for me. The only reason you lived is because my weapon broke.
Thanks for that.
Might as well get some physics in. A little bit more XP from Mercedes. Always useful. Dimitri needs more, so we'll get Dimitri to beat that boss. You can smash this guy in the face. No damage. Damage is a myth. Then as soon as I can recruit the teacher characters, I will do. Because that is the only characters I'm recruiting in this playthrough. Spirit Dust is the magic one, right? Beat him with a broken sword. Just standard sword, fine. Right, and let's win.
You're too late. The seal will be broken any minute now.
No, it won't. I've still got 22 turns left.
I'm getting stronger. I can feel it.
It's no use. The seal is broken. You can't. A sword.
Like, what did you expect would happen? Like, if you did break the seal, sure. And if there was remains in there, what would you be doing with them? Because you can't exactly escape with them. I mean, your way. The sword. Yep, and for those who haven't seen my other playthroughs, that is the sword from the beginning cutscene of the game. And it's stated in the previous chapter, when Catherine appeared, that god weapons like those only glow red in the hands of people with the crests to wield them.
What a pleasant surprise.
He got away. We have no choice but to let them go for now. Professor, the way that sword is glowing, I wonder.
Is the intruder here? Oh, looks like you have this under control.
Well, I get how the Black Knight got away because he teleported, but there's no way other mooks would have been able to get away through that little pathway if Catherine was running behind, in front of them.
You, round up any stragglers.
Will do.
I do like Bro being MVP because it gets all motivation for all allies. Sword of the Creator. Don't need this. I need a chest key right now. Yeah, the problem with the Sword of the Creator is that it only repairs via expensive items at the shop, which for some reason they can repair a god weapon, and by resting, which you never want really to do. You've always got stuff to do.
As all of you have committed a breach of faith, the Archbishop will now pass judgment.
Death.
Inciting a kingdom noble to rebel. Unlawful entry. The attempted assassination of the Archbishop. An attack on the Holy Mausoleum.
They didn't do the attempted assassination of the Archbishop. They only did the attack on the Holy Mausoleum, didn't they?
It is unnecessary to go on, followers of the Western Church.
What? We have nothing to do with the Western Church.
You have already been identified. Please spare us your second-rate theater.
Dishonoring a holy ceremony is worthy of death for a member of the Church. You are well past the hope of redemption. If you have any grace remaining, you will willingly offer your life as atonement for this crime.
No, this isn't what we were told would happen. We've been deceived!
It's no use arguing. Whatever your excuse, the punishment stands.
What did you think would even happen? Like, even if you did kill Rhea by some ridiculous, convoluted plan, people would have seen you do it and you would still die regardless.
May your souls find peace as they return to the goddess.
Wait, please! The goddess would never forgive you for our execution!
I don't think Sothis would care, to be fair.
Monster. We know you've already slaughtered many of our fellow brethren like this.
This concludes the investigation.
If you knew that, why are you trying to screw around with Rhea? Leave her alone.
There you have it. It seems the assassination attempt and the attack on the Holy Mausoleum were all the work of the Western Church.
After they apparently did do an assassination attempt. Well, they obviously needed more people.
As for the masked knight who led the attack, I'm afraid his whereabouts are yet unknown.
It makes no sense that the Western Church would try such a thing.
It just goes to show that the Church of Seros is not completely united. The Church is led by those here at Garreg Mach, and the Western Church doesn't have a strong voice on its governing council.
Yeah, I don't think they'll have a council at all if Rhea has anything to do with it. She'll just massacre them.
I imagine the Western Church has harbored some resentment toward the Central Church for a while now. Ah, that's right. Gerald did say that you grew up outside the influence of the Church.
Yes, that was almost by design.
The Church of Seros is split into a few branches across Fodlan, the largest being the Central Church, which is headquartered right here at Garreg Mach. The Western Church lies far to the west of Castle Gaspar, where Lord Lenato held his rebellion.
Whose territory would that be in? Blue? Yeah, because it's Lenato's. Yeah, that's blue territory.
It's situated on the far side of the kingdom's most impressive fortress, Arian Road. I imagine the Western Church's intention was to eliminate Lady Rhea, and the Central Church's authority along with her. Naturally, the Knights will be riding out to question the Western Church's top officials. Or rather, to punish them.
Yes, punish. That is clearly going to happen. Not just a complete massacre or anything.
When they do, Your Highness, we will likely be asked to help carry out said punishment.
Indeed. Now, I don't mean to be rude, Professor, but I must say your situation is rather unusual. For someone to grow up in Fodlan and yet never have any contact with the Church of Seiros it's hard to believe.
I wonder why the Archbishop would hire someone like that as a professor.
So, those people from the Western Church where... Lady Rhea had them killed, didn't she?
Well, of course she did. Going against the teachings of Seiros like that. Quite unforgivable.
No. You sound brainwashed right now. That is not how things work.
Those who stray must be punished, I suppose. That said, Professor,
There you are, Professor. It seems Lady Rhea would like a word with you. Come with me.
You have Godsword. You need responsibility of taking Godsword. Use this.
The Archbishop lives. Not that I had ever placed much faith in those swine from the Western Church.
I forgot he exists. He wasn't dealt with in red or yellow.
I have news, both good and bad. The remains of Seiros were not in a tomb. However, something else was. The Sword of the Creator.
Ah, the weapon wielded by that thief, the King of Liberation.
Thief? Huh. At any rate, it is now in the hands of the Academy's new professor. I doubt you will be surprised to hear that the Crest Stone had already been removed.
As expected. It would be foolish to keep both in the same location.
Why? It's not like many people can even use the sword anyway.
The sword's true power. Even without the Crest Stone, the sword glowed red. The professor's crest is compatible. There is no mistaking it.
Absurd. Using a relic without its crest stone should be impossible. The King of Liberation's bloodline should not even...
They must be allowed to keep it, for now. I do not have enough information about the professor to act. As for your request, I assent. The Death Knight is at your command. Use him well.
Good. I believe I will enjoy this a great deal.
I myself enjoy screwing up your plan's
I cannot
ass.
thank you enough
How dare you.
for defeating those invaders in the Holy Mausoleum, and especially for protecting the Sword of the Creator.
Rhea, they could not have got away with the Sword of the Creator since Catherine was running down the stairs at that point. They couldn't have wielded it and she would have killed them all immediately.
That sword is one of the hero's relics, and the most precious artifact in the Church's possession.
Not your stuff.
It is also a weapon of terrifying power. For now, I will entrust the sword to you. Please, use it wisely.
Lady Rhea, wait! Do you truly mean to give the Sword of the Creator to this stranger? Surely it is not the sort of thing one hands over so readily, even to someone who has the ability to wield it.
To be fair, I don't even need it. I barely even used it in the playthroughs of any of the other stuff.
If someone like Nemesis were to appear again, all of Fodlan would be consumed by war. Nemesis, the King of Liberation. He is an ancient king of mankind who was defeated by Seiros over 1,000 years ago. When Fodlan was attacked by wicked gods, it is said that the goddess gifted Nemesis with the Sword of the Creator. Nemesis used that sword to defeat the wicked gods, saving all of Fodlan. Henceforth, he was dubbed the King of Liberation. However, his power began to corrupt him until he himself turned to the darkness. Saint Seiros was forced to destroy him. Lady Rhea, I beg you to reconsider. Given a little more time, we could more accurately assess this stranger's abilities.
No. I have faith, Seteth. Faith that our friend here will not be corrupted by wickedness. Since the death of Nemesis, none have been able to wield the Sword of the Creator. Now, after all those long years of being sealed away, it has returned and found a new master.
I understand. As you wish, Lady Rhea. There you have it, Professor. See that you do not betray the trust the Archbishop has seen fit to bestow upon you.
The Sword of the Creator? The King of Liberation? Each tale is more confusing than the last. And I really can't read that Rhea at all. That sword is clearly precious. So why is she so keen to gift the thing to you? I feel as though we have become entangled in a mystery. And there is one more thing that has been plaguing me. The Sword of the Creator. It somehow feels distinct from other relics we've seen. Such as the one that... Oh goodness, what was her name? Yes, her! The Sword of the Creator is different from her Thunderbrand in one key way. It bears a hole, where something should have been, but is no more. I despise not knowing what is going on. It frightens me. And yet, I place my trust in you. I must, whatever comes to pass. Please swear to cut a path that is your own.
I'm being quiet in these bits, because I know the answers to all these questions. I'm not going to say them in case people started on Blue. Or if the answers have not been said while I'm doing the credits, I will probably say them.
Tower of Black Winds.
I need to find a user who has all the cutscenes for the final supports as well. Ask them if I can use their footage.
This abundance of rain, sparkling as it falls against beams of emerging sunlight, is a constant reminder to the people of Fodlan that nature is ever wild and unpredictable. For when the rain finally does take pause, the clouds part and give way to a glorious rainbow.
Lock touch. I don't really need. Ever since I think for the first playthrough of Red, I used Anna as my thief, and I used Bro. Ooh, 5,000. A huge amount of money, thank you.
I have a new mission for you, Professor.
Bandits.
I would like for you to take your students into Kingdom territory to eliminate some thieves.
They stole a hero's relic from House Gautier of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, the Lance of Ruin. Their leader's name is Miklan. He is apparently a disowned son of House Gautier.
Gautier being... what's his name? Sylvains, I think.
I believe it had something to do with his lack of a crest. Such happenings are fairly common within the kingdom.
The Crestless cannot unleash the goddess's power even if they possess a relic. Nonetheless, they are still capable of simply wielding those weapons.
The hero's relics are immensely powerful weapons. We must meet this threat with adequate force. Unfortunately, most of the Knights of Seiros are away from the monastery, purging the apostates of the Western Church. So we are entrusting you with this mission. After all, you wield the Sword of the Creator, which is more than capable of opposing any relic.
Seth, I will ensure you that I will never use the Sword of the Creator for this mission.
The Sword of the Creator is a powerful weapon well beyond the other relics. You have nothing to fear.
For 20 uses.
However, to ensure that no harm comes to the students, we will also send the monastery's most skilled individuals to aid you.
I must remind you that you are expected to conduct yourself in a manner befitting the wielder of that holy sword. Also, you should know that Professor Hanneman has been looking for you. That is all.
Oh, splendid.
I heard about our mission for this month. So, we are to eradicate thieves in Kingdom territory. I'm sorry for dragging you into the Kingdom's petty squabbles. This should not be your burden to bear, but my own. Thank you, Professor. Hearing you say that puts my mind at ease.
Your Highness? Ah, it's been ages.
Yo, Rodrigo, how's it going?
It's been a long time. 2 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed, Your Highness. You've grown so much in those years. I hardly recognize you.
This is Felix's dad, by the way.
This is Rodrigue, an old friend of my father's. I believe I've mentioned him, if you recall. When my father died 4 years ago, he looked after me as though I were his own son.
You flatter me, Your Highness. It was my honor to care for such a fine young man. It's nice to finally meet you, Professor. My son, Felix, has mentioned you on occasion.
What brings you to the monastery, Rodrigue? Is it the thieves plaguing the kingdom?
I'm afraid so. This is not merely a problem for House Gautier, but for everyone. The thieves have set up their headquarters in Fraldarius territory, and are mercilessly pillaging the villagers of that area. You have our full support in stopping those dastards. I thank you for your help, both of you.
Good of you to come, Professor. I've heard much about you lately, specifically that you are able to awaken the Sword of the Creator's power. I had, of course, seen your crest before. However, at first, I failed to recognize its true nature.
Where the hell did you see this crest before?
Eventually, it dawned on me that what is visible is perhaps merely a small part of a greater whole.
This crest has been lost for 1,000 years. Where did you see it before? Books. No book lasts over 1,000 years.
In other words, your crest is
Yes.
after this. However, a crest thought to have disappeared from the crest.
I will explain this. I'm going to skip this bit because it bugs me. Basically, you wield the Sword of the Creator's crest, which is dumbly called
Thank you.
the Crest of Flames, which is stupid. But that's what you wield. So we can't do any of them yet. We don't need to. And he was just saying like it's so old that he didn't immediately recognize it. Hey, so this.
A stone? A stone. Yet as I think of it, the pounding in my chest grows faster still. But is that me?
What she's talking about there is the crest stone itself. The stone that was supposed to be in the Sword of the Creator.
Hello.
And the only reason we can wield the sword is, well, presumably because we have that crest somewhere. Hey, Bernie.
I'm not secretly eating cake. Okay. What's Bernie doing right now? Oh, fine. You got... I've been looking for this. Thank you so much.
Well done, Bernie. Well done. She's one of my favourite characters, still is Bernie. She's just adorable. Constance!
Mission is to rout bandits in the kingdom, is it not? I find the idea unsettling. Though the bandits have captured a large prize, the matter would be I grant that, but I fear that...
Hello, Constance. How are you? I do enjoy your character.
It's awful. Just awful what happened with the Rite of Rebirth. The infirmary. Well, it was a mess. Things are finally calm again. And so I've come here to unwind. Let me tell you, I put all of my knowledge to use keeping those kids alive. Still, the truth of it is we can't lose them, Professor.
You're right. You're right.
Not to battle.
Right, I don't think I can recruit you yet because I don't have any supports with you. So what I'll do is I'll go fix that in a second. I'll go get some support ranks up. For Fordland seeds and a Western Fordland seed. I've got to cultivate too. Come on. There we go. Cultivate. Yes. Right, so let's go do that now. I'll just teleport up. Personal quarters, go. So we'll do support levels. Oh, I've already got C with Manuela, that's fine. Let's see with Hanneman. Oh no, I've only got 400 points. I'll do it the long way. It's fine. No issue doing it the long way. What do you want?
Hey, I could use a hand.
That's
Ah yes, the sauna. We'll do... someone I just want to get points up with. Mercedes, I suppose? Sure. So the thing with these is, if I can get it into green, any stat buffs that I get in the... every, was it Monday thing where you can decide stats? Is you get extra buffs. Christ. Mercedes is so chill. It's not even going anywhere near green. I have to leave. And now bro will get extra buffs.
I'm glad I asked you.
It's good for getting extra stat gains. Ooh, Juritsa, hello.
Hello.
Lance tournament, you say? Well, I've got no one who's particularly spectacular with lancers. But Dimitri's fairly powerful. In his Lord state. Versus Hilda. Oof. This isn't going to be a good one. I'm going to take a load of damage.
You never had a chance.
18 twice again. Well, yeah, because Bernadette as a archer, that's kind of mean.
Over already.
We're not picking on Bernie, leave her alone. 7. I'll take 14 damage. Yeah, it's fine.
You never had a chance.
Of course not, they're in generic clothes. I'm in Lord form. Restore. Yes. Versus Leonie.
I must stay focused.
Here's Ferdinand, shit.
Over already.
Intermediate seal for me. Yo.
Mercedes. Her face looks familiar.
I would certainly assume so. Yeah, you get the +2 from refreshed, which is useful for getting extra amounts of XP.
Say, I hear that a knight of Seros named Gilbert will be joining us for our mission this moon. He is skilled, which is surely a boon for us. Still, that was not very thoughtful of Lady Rhea. No, it's nothing. In any case, you should at least introduce House Gautier as Sylvain's home. It would be nice of you to check on him as well.
I'll get round to everybody, don't worry about that.
I know Lord Rodrigue. He paid repeated visits to His Highness after the previous king was killed.
You don't say. So we'll just slowly go through then. So Flayn has a mission. Where are you, Flayn? Hey, Flayn.
Why is that fish so? Perhaps it is assigned... Professor, I would like to have more opportunities to connect with you. Might you help me with a favor?
Ah, that's that tutorial. Okay. That's the buff tutorial. I've already maxed that out on my first playthrough because they stay. It's nice to get the tutorial again.
Report. Oh, come to think of it, last month there was something to report, wasn't there? Thanks to you, I hear that everything was resolved. I never realized that bandits had entered. I'm not a great guard after all, am I?
I mean, you didn't die, so you can't be the worst.
Maybe.
Oh, the blacksmith.
Could you help me out?
Yes. I need you so much. Weapons keep breaking.
I could use your help.
Right, this starts the quest battles. Okay. I'll do those off screen again.
Knew I could count on you.
Yeah, just for renown, basically.
Hey there.
Now I can repair stuff. I can repair this lance.
Is this it? There you go.
And I think there was another one. This sword, yeah.
Is this it? There you go. Come back anytime.
Cheers.
Maybe.
And we'll go... Yeah, we'll do this way next. After to all my new members. I won't even need to do this next playthrough because I'll have done it all already.
The coffin of Saros in the Holy Mausoleum should have held her remains. Instead, they say it held the sword of the Creator. What could it mean?
Ferdinand, who are they? The only person who would know that is Bro, because he was literally right there. And Bro doesn't talk. I can recruit, so I can potentially recruit
Some people are unhappy.
the teachers.
Some are happy because they have a crest they never asked for.
Let's see if I can recruit the teachers like normal.
The head of the Western Church holds the title of bishop. That's not as distinct. If someone there are bishops, they
Well
are
done, Tomas. Yes, we get about bishops. It's fine.
Hey.
Then we go this way, this way.
For a hero's relic to be stolen, it's unheard of.
And just last month, the sword of the Creator was almost stolen too.
Also quite unheard of. What impudence.
Yes, Edelgard, what impudence.
Ugh. I have heard that someone from House Gautier, one of the Kingdom of Fargus's noble families, is causing some sort of commotion. What a complete disgrace to the nobility.
To be fair, you are a huge disgrace to the nobility. I don't like you at all. Freaking scrub. Who's this? Oh, it's Gilbert. Hello.
Hail, Professor. If I may introduce myself, I am Gilbert. My life has been spent as a dedicated knight. I am to accompany you on your assignment. I may have slowed a step in recent years, but I pledge to you the full extent of my abilities. No, Professor. The pleasure is all mine.
Need to recruit you. I never did recruit you, so there's not a lot of
Practice yields result.
Not a lot of things I need. Hey, Ingrid.
Wow, Lord Rodrigue in the flesh. What is Felix doing? This is such a rare opportunity for him to see his family.
Right, so that means we've got to do... Where's my support? We've done Reyes. We need to do Gilbert and Alois mainly, and potentially Cyril. Because Shamir and Catherine I've already got fairly decent with. Flynn. So I'm going to try and recruit all these people who are white in the description there. That's my plan, anyway.
Hey there, Professor. I've been hearing about you a lot lately. Word on the street is you wield some amazing sword. If you ever want to sell it to me, I'd pay top G.
Do not need to recruit Anna, though. Fish festival. Skippable! They should be skippable. Fine. Yeah. Dimitri Mercedes.
Oh, this takes me.
This is my.
I don't have the shops yet that I need as well to buy gifts to get the teachers to like me more.
That looks. This.
Which is a shame. But, you know, it's fine. And all that bit, this bit.
Oh,
Ooh.
that man
Who's
I walked
this?
past earlier. That wasn't Lord Rodrigue, was it? House Fraldarius is a powerful... Lord Rodrigue, its current leader, is a magnificent... A dozen or so years ago. Come to think of it.
Yes, he is pretty strong from what I remember.
You acquitted yourself on... To think they'd go into the Holy Mausoleum and assault the Goddess Tower. I cannot imagine the Western Church was acting on its own. Someone must have been helping them. As for the masked knight who escaped, his days are numbered. I hope we find him...
They may have always attacked Raya at the thing. It's just, I don't think it was ever brought up before, really.
You acquitted to think... I can...
Yes, let me talk to Rodrigue.
Professor, have you seen my son, perchance? I have need of him. Is that so? I must ask him not to distract you, Professor.
Who's this? Sylvan, yo.
I'm so sorry my older brother is causing you all this hassle, Professor. Don't misunderstand. I always thought he was a piece of garbage. But I never thought he'd steal the relic. I can't wait to see his face when he realizes I'm in the group that was sent to take him down.
Okay. Are any of these for you? Dusker, no. No.
Sorry.
That's not yours, no. You don't care for horses. I don't have anything for you, unfortunately. Good sir. I'll buy some gifts once the shop opens, and I'll rank up as many people as I can. We want to go here next. And we want to run this way. This way. Grab some green. Pick myself up some green. We'll go see Other Me. Oh, no, it's not Other Me. It's... We'll go see Sothis right now. Go see the lovely little goddess. Evening. Great dust. Black steel. Cap. Do I have anything that buffs certain stats? So we have HP, defense, luck, dex, magic. So you're my only mage at this moment in time. I'll give you both my spirit dusts. My healer doesn't need them right now. Luck is good for crits. So that's what Felix gets. Because he is the crit boy. I'll do. Return to the monastery. Yes. We'll be doing some more tea events later. But I don't need to do as many in this playthrough. Because I just don't need to recruit as many units. It's mainly the teachers at this moment in time I want to do. But then by the time it gets to the next playthrough, I should be able to recruit everybody anyway. So that shouldn't be a huge problem to do. Who's this? Lynn. Hey, Lynn.
You and your class were at that fight in the Holy Mausoleum, right? I sincerely hope the holy artifacts are unscathed. I admit I wish I could have been there to see it all, even if it does make me queasy. But I was there too early. I'd gone first thing in the morning. At noon, one of the monks chased me out, saying I'd...
Dorothea.
So, you have a crest too, eh, Professor? Does that mean you're descended from nobility? You've certainly got the look for it.
That's not how crests work, Dorothea. You can just randomly have one at some point.
Professor, did you happen to see that man I was looking for earlier? I just spotted him by the dining hall, but then he ran away. Oh? You saw him by the entrance to the monastery? Thank you, Professor. Father, I found you at last.
Yep, so that is definitely what I'm going to pair them together for a while to see that bit of story, which I never got before.
Hey, Professor. Don't you think everyone's making too big a fuss over these crests or heroes' relics, or how important can that stuff really be? Personally, I don't even care that I don't have a crest. I'll take muscles over crests any day.
Yes, we get it. You like muscles and food. That is your only thing. Hello, previous squad. How are you?
School life would be, but since you arrived, it's been one thing after another. Is that just a coincidence, I wonder? Oh, I was just kidding. Anyway. Aristocrats are fools, allowing their lives to be dictated by their crest. Though, I suppose I am much the same in that regard.
Yeah, yes you are. Hello, white person over here. How are
The
you?
Leicester Alliance is governed through roundtable conferences between the 5 most prominent allied dukes, the 5 great lords. First and foremost is Duke Regan, the Alliance's leader. Joining him are the heads of House
Hilda's
Goneril,
dad.
House Gloucester, and House Ordelia. Lastly, there is the newest addition, Margrave Edmund. Before House Edmund, it is said that the head of that...
Edmund is Healer Girl's dad or something. Almost done.
I'm gonna keep training until I can beat you.
You're never gonna beat me, bro. Ever.
Yes, I have never had goings to the kingdom's north. I hear the people of North are cold and have much loneliness. Professor, I hear you have worked as a mercenary in the kingdom. Did you find joy in this? You cannot remember? Is that...
All these people I can just randomly recruit, but I don't want to.
Right. You guys have it bad in your own way. But believe me when I say, we've got it bad too. With all that happened last month, a great many knights were and now we must set... If I must die in Alliance territory... Oh, you don't know? Deirdre is House Regan's domain.
3 nuts, you say? Hold on, Claude. I'm just guessing at these. Yeah. Right, so that little bit of side story thing is up here.
I've had a chance to spar with Gilbert of the Knights of Seros before. I couldn't get a single strike in. If that meant, to be honest, he kind of...
He was kind of meh when I used him. But I only had him for a little bit of time, I didn't keep him.
Professor, you looked like a natural wielding the sword of the Creator. It's strange though, isn't it? The last owner of the sword was Nemesis, but I thought he didn't have any descendants.
Yes, it's almost like it's suspicious.
So the whole plan to attack the monastery was some plot devised by the Western Church? That means they used Lenato. What right do they have to drag a good man like him into their schemes?
If he was as good as you say he is, he would not have gone for their schemes in the first place. Hello, Artisan, how are you?
You have helped me so much.
Yep. So this was what was I did in the first playthrough, which is get all these to maximum, which just gives you extra playthrough stats for, you know, every other playthrough you do, which is quite nice to do. It makes every playthrough a little easier than the previous one.
Have you seen a man who looks like me? He's middle-aged and relatively tall. If you get the chance, tell him I've gone out, okay?
I did tell him that already, so it's fine. Who have we got? Cyril, yo.
I heard about the things you did. I'm so glad Lady Rhea is safe.
I had nothing to do with that, by the way. I wasn't guarding Rhea.
I figure you're a great person after all, Professor. I learned all sorts of things. Cleaning, chopping wood. I'm happy to help you out with anything you need done for your class. You betcha. Since, you know, you can't exactly add me to your class or anything.
I need to recruit all these people anyway.
Hey, Teach, I hear you were able to use the Sword of the Creator. That means... what does that mean? Could it mean that you're a descendant of Nemesis, the King of Liberation?
I know the answer to that, but I'm not allowed to state right now. I will be doing massive spoiler bits in the next playthrough, where I don't particularly mind if, you know, people start with that one.
Attempt on Lady Rhea, the theft of a hero's relic. I am speaking of apparently.
I'll make it abundantly clear in that playthrough that I'm just going to spoil stuff. Because that'll be my final main playthrough. Learning all the information that I previously had. Using it all.
Don't you think Professor Hanneman's been acting a bit strange? Maybe he's made some kind of big discovery.
I mean, Hanneman is always strange. It's kind of why I didn't use him in my squad of my people. I've got the secrets to do. I've got a battle mission to do. I've got Seth to talk to. Yo.
Oh my. No, that is quite enough. I should
I think you had a lost item, did you not? I think you did.
I can't believe I left.
Right, where's Manuela?
Captain Gerald was all furrowed brow earlier. Do you know what's got him so concerned? If there's a problem, I want to help any way I can. I did, but he just dodged.
It happens, Leone. It happens. Yep, then just set Earth and Rhea at the top. Let's go.
Really?
Yo.
Ah, Professor. Gerald was looking for you. It seems he has gone off some. If he is not in his room, then surely someone has.
Hey, Rhea.
You must be rather bewildered. However, know that I believe in you. I have no... You will most certainly... May I ask a favor of you? May I ask a favor of you?
Let me get up my tea guide so I don't mess this up. And yes, I do have a tea guide. Let's see. Tea guide for Rhea. Close random adverts. Go away. Go away. Go away. Away. Okay. Right. Go. This is like the tea tutorial. Yeah. So I need to do this a lot with Flane, who I've decided is going to be my dancer class. Because to become dancer class, they need certain amount of charm, which they get from doing these, so...
I'm pleased to have been invited.
You dragged me in, Rhea.
I am grateful.
So you just choose the correct response when she to the question she asks. Monster. Yep, we'll do monastery security. Sure. You just choose the right one, really. But I've done enough of these, and with these guides, that this is a massive issue.
Yes. I see.
Almost missed it that time.
Yes. Of course. Have confidence. I truly believe you can lead your students down the right path.
Nod. Gifts. She apparently likes ancient coins. Good.
Oh, I adore this.
And
How quickly this delightful time has passed. However, we must return to our work.
well done, Rhea.
I appreciate your effort.
Here we go. Then for the next quest, we need to go down here. This, from what I remember, is one of the most important quests in the game. This Geralt thing. So we'll go do this one.
So the whole plan to attack that means what right to... I wish I could be... I want to hear for myself.
What was it, a gift I had to give?
Oh, thank you.
And then... this way...
Father.
Hey, Annette. Have some herbs.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate your effort.
Then what did I have to do for this quest? I forget. I'll have a quick check.
So, Professor. Geralt was... It seems he has gone off. If he is not in his room, then surely someone has seen him. Ask around. I have something to ask of you. I have something to ask of you.
That's why I didn't actually accept the quest. Okay. Let's go. I mean, I know exactly where he is, but the game needs to let me go there.
Well...
At the same time.
Oh, Professor, are you looking for Captain Jerry? He was talking with a female knight.
Knight's Hall, you say? Dr. Catherine.
Gerald? He said something about visiting a grave. There's a graveyard attached to the monastery. I can't remember where the graveyard is.
I mean, I know exactly where the graveyard is, but... Sure, I'll go this way, it's fine.
Go back. It can be a little hard to find. Would you like me to show you where it... Very well.
Yep, so from what I remember, this is a spectacularly important conversation. So we'll go do this, and then we're basically ready to do the missions next. Because I spoke to everyone already, and next will just be training and the main mission. Oh, what was that? I've got a Raya support to do.
Welcome, Professor. This is the first time I have welcomed you here, is it not? There is no need to be nervous. Please, when you speak with me here in this room, you are not speaking with the Archbishop, but with Raya. It's just me. My apologies. I should not be treating you like a child. As Gerald's kin, somehow you don't seem at all a stranger to me. Speaking of Gerald, may I ask if he ever spoke of me to you? My, but that does sound like something Gerald would say. However, one would be remiss to not take circumstance into consideration. In order to rise to the role of Archbishop, one must maintain an unbiased approach to judgment. It oft requires a certain sternness of words and action. However, I believe that the person who stands before you now is no longer frightening. At least, that is my... Since you are here, by the look of it, you haven't heard much about his time at the monastery, have you? When I first met Gerald, he was quite young. Why, he could not even grow a full beard at that point. On one fateful occasion, the band of mercenaries he belonged to fought alongside the Knights of Seiros. I was traveling with the Knights at the time, and Gerald jumped in front of an attack meant for me. He was gravely wounded. I tended to his wounds in a desperate attempt to save his life. Thankfully, my efforts were not in vain. Gerald managed to escape a seemingly certain death. I made arrangements for him to receive further care at Garrick Mach. The moment he was deemed fully recovered, I invited him to join the Knights. Well, it is not a story I have often repeated. Even at the monastery, there are not many who know that. I tell you this because, to me, you are the child of the one who saved my life all those years ago. And also... Never mind. It is nothing. I simply wanted to say that I trust you. By coming to visit with me today, you have... Well... Suffice it to say that my day is brighter than it...
That's a nice one. I'll do the other ones later.
Hey, I wanted to ask you to join me, but I couldn't find you. So, here I am. I was thinking we should visit your mother. She's resting beneath this humble grave. Oh, of course you would ask that. I wouldn't know where to begin. I suppose I haven't talked much about her. She was gentle and smart. Oh, so smart. A wonderful cook. Always kind to everyone. And she loved flowers. Whenever I brought her back an unusual flower, her face would light up. I cherish those memories. I can't count how many times she made me happy just by smiling. And she smiled the most when she was pregnant with you. She died right after you were born. She wasn't able to spend much time with you, but she loved you with all her heart. That's the truest thing I know. This ring is the only keepsake I have of her. In time, it will be yours. One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love as well as I love.
Yep, so if you don't do this quest, you can't get S rank with anybody at the end of the game.
You have my thanks.
And if you want to know about Bro's mother, you can watch my DLC version of Ashen Wolves. which puts her name on here, which is Citri. Her name wasn't on there before. You need to do the DLC and then it adds it to all the playthroughs, which is quite nice, really. We've done everything we need to today on this. We've just got 2 battle missions to do, which I can do whenever. And we'll do these ones now, and then... Oh, I missed a couple of characters then. Hey, Cyril. How are you? So Cyril is the villager of this game, which means he gets extra stats on everything. And he, I believe, is Flying Axe Bro. So he gets Axe and Fly, I believe, because when I versed him in red, I think that's what he was. Flying Axe Boy. Hang on, what? Oh, I can't load it up here. I was going to see what supports he can potentially get. You can't really use magic, so I don't really need to give you that. You do need riding, because that's your next class. For some reason, you're going to Paladin next. Mercedes is fine. I do want to give her a way to defend herself though, so I might give her bow as well. Just in case magic doesn't work. You need this.
This will be...
I want to get everyone's support of authority to at least C. Okay, I'll rank this up to just to get it to C. Now he doesn't need sword anymore. He just needs spear and horse. All the others are particularly easy to do. You have sword, you have magic, you're fine, you're fine. I've got 3 points left, so I'll just did you up a bit. And some heavy armor. And 1 in authority. I'll get up later. This is the only guy who actually doesn't need authority. But he's currently going into the assassin route. So he needs some bow.
Well,
I believe that is enough. To get him into assassin. Yep. So now everything goes into sword until basically end of game. And it has 2 pips. Cyril does 2. Have some fly, Cyril. And stop being an ass so I don't have to hate you the entire game again.
I'd like to ask you something.
Okay. Play Sky and sketch a bit.
Really?
Professor.
Yeah.
You're certainly not going easy on me.
I don't want to make this episode vastly in length, though.
You fight like a mercenary, not a knight. You hunger for victory, pure and simple. You may not be aware of it yourself, but I see it. Indeed, knights ought to have some hunger. I've always thought so. They depend too much on their swords. Only when they're wrested away do knights consider their hands and feet as weapons. That's not how it was for warriors of old. They weren't limited by their tools. Victory is what matters, not the method of achieving it. I detect that in your style. It is plain to see. You may take it however you like. I believe the difference between us lies within that hunger. But where does it come from? From the start, I was aiming to win. Yet I couldn't defeat you. Then I remembered something you said before. Indeed, I was raised to value strength above all else. Whereas you had a reason, an ambition. So tell me, what... That's a mercenary's... So that is the sort... I suppose I must find... If we're to get along, I think not. I'll be content if you... Perhaps it will come to me as I swing my sword.
Of course, bro. Of course. Whose birthday is this? Yuri. No, we're not recruiting Yuri, it's fine.
Hey, so... you have
I don't think I've ever recruited Yuri.
Professor! No, it was not all my...
Annoyingly, in red though, there's like a couple of characters I definitely can't recruit. Because I don't think I can recruit Hilda, which is a shame. But I can make do with just not recruiting one person, it's fine. Next is... not battles, it's explore next. Because I need to get all the motivation to max. Then I'll do the battles here in preparation for this battle, which is crushing mooks basically. Cool, so we're gonna save, of course.